الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين، واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum, my beloved ones, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we are going to take today lesson 14. Lesson 14. Let's look at the slide. So it is going to be about the recovering of the losses. So as you remember that in last time we mentioned that Sayyidi Sistani says the losses can be recovered. The losses can be recovered. So if he had these goats, if he had these losses in the year, like his capital of investment went down. So he said that he can recover. So we are going to connect this ruling. So I just want to go through this ruling, this segment back again from the previous lesson, so that we are aware where to connect. So he said that if a person does multiple investment in 1 year in one business, so we spoke about one business, okay? So he gained profits, he gained loss. Like sometimes it went up, sometimes it went down, and like that. فخسر في بعض تلك المعاملات في وقت وربح في آخر. يجبر الخسران بالربح وإن كان الربح بعد الخسران. This is a key difference between Sayyidi Sistani and other fuqaha. Sayyid al-Khoi, Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani, Sayyid al-Hakim, all of these, they say no. If you gain loss first, so this is your capital of investment. If you gain loss, then you gain benefits, okay? So you had like 10,000 euros and you did this business. So in the beginning of the business, it went down. It became 8,000 and then it became up. So now at the end of the year, I have 10,000 euros as I started. So I gained profit and I gained loss. So the loss was, it reached 8,000. Now it came back to 10,000. Am I exempt? Other Maraja, they say no, because the loss happened before the profits. So whenever the loss happens before the profits, most of the Maraja do not allow. So he said this 2,000 are new. They say 2,000 are new. So you have to pay the khums of this 2,000. But my capital of investment was 10,000. He said no, because it went down. So now something which has come up, that is something new. So this is what the other Maraja they say. But Sayyidi Sistani says no. And let me give you another scenario of other Maraja. So let's say the 10,000 became 12,000. And then it came back down to 10,000 at the end of the year. They say there is no khums on it. Why? Because there was a loss after the gain. After the gain, there was loss. Sayyidi Sistani, he says it doesn't matter. It was before, it was after. At the end of the year, he will check. If his capital of investment is as he started, no khums. If it is loss, obviously no khums. If it was more, the khums will be on the more. This is what we mentioned if you had one business. So this is exactly what, because you might hear from some scholars, they might have an opinion of Sayyid al-Khoi or opinion of other Maraja, And sometimes these things, these rulings, they create confusion even in the shuyukhs, even in the scholars. So even for people like me, I have to review back and forth and back and forth and confirm that is there any update or not, double check that whether I have understood clearly or not. So it's very important for us to ponder properly in these rulings where there is money, because this money are going to bite us in the grave. All this money, if we don't pay the khums properly and we don't do the accounting properly according to the marja of taqlid you follow, it's going to haunt us in the grave and in the akhirat. So that's why it's very important for people to double check these rulings and ask for the text always. It's good. There's no shame. If you ask me where does Sayyid Sistani says, where does Sayyid, I will tell you where, because it's your right. Because a lot of confusion is created between the shuyukhs and the sadats, because of these masail, the nature of the rulings is like that it creates confusion. Very rarely you'll find scholars, they grasp the proper rulings of khums. Most of the scholars, shuyukhs or sadat, no, they need to go back. They need to go back and double check. So therefore, it is very important that always try to ask the text of, yes, the Sayyid and the Sheikh, they are trustworthy. I know you trust me, but still you have the right to ask the text, especially when there is confusion. One Sayyid says this, one Sheikh says this. So who should we follow? You see, both are trustworthy, both are amazing, but there might be a confusion and misunderstanding. When there is a differences in the answers, ask the text. Sayyidna, Sheikhna, can you just show me the text, because I heard something else from someone else. You have the right. Don't be embarrassed to ask the shuyukh, because they are not going to. I'm not going to sleep in your grave. Okay, I'm going to sleep in my grave, and I have a lot of burden over me. So you make sure that when you sleep in your grave, you have done your job and homework in order to keep yourself from the bites and the other things which might come in the grave. May Allah protect us, inshallah, and secure us from these kind of issues. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. So therefore, Sayyid Sistani, in this ruling which we mentioned previously, he says that وَإِن كَانَ الرِّبْحُ بَعْدَ الْخَسَارَةِ, even if the khasara happened first, loss happened first, and then gain happens. He said it's okay. At the end of the year, check the amount you started is same amount or it has increased. If it is same, no khums. If it is decreased, no khums. If it decreased and increased and became same, no khums. But if it became وَإِن كَانَ الرِّبْحُ بَعْدَ الْخَسَارَةِ, okay, so you can patch up, you can recover. فَإِن تَسَاوَى الْخُسْرَانُ وَالرِّبْحُ, this we mentioned. Now we connect this ruling with the ruling today. So he mentioned this, that كذلك الحكم فيما إذا تلف بعض رأس المال, some of the capital of investment. You see, I told you that capital of investment, if it is khums paid, it is sacred money. You see, you are allowed to recover it in many cases. Many cases, you can recover it. Okay, so the only thing is which the salary you cannot recover it when you spend in your annual expenses. At the end of the year, you pay the khums of whatever is remaining. Capital of investment is khums paid. So whatever khums paid is, you don't have to pay the khums of it. The khums is on the extra, which was not paid, extra income which came in and made your capital of investment a bit higher. He says, وَرُبَّمَا يَظْهَرُ الرِّبْحُ فِي أَوَاخِرِ السَّنَةِ فَيُجْبَرُ التَّلَفُ بِالرِّبْحِ أيضًا. And maybe the loss happened, and because you spent, you pay for the rent, you pay for a lot of things, bills. So it goes down, and then it came back up. So he says, at the end of the year, you check. Okay, some maraja, they say no. Some other maraja, they say if it was close to each other, you can, but not at the end of the year, and the losses were in the beginning of the year. That they don't allow this. Sayyidi Sistani has this permission. So those people who are following Sayyidi Sistani in the business, there's a lot of flexibilities there in the rule of business. I'm not telling you to follow Sayyidi Sistani because of flexibility. No, I'm just telling you these are some areas is tough as well. So let me be frank with you guys. That's why I'm not dragging. So you don't follow a marja because of the flexibility or because of the not following because of the tough. So he has some areas he's flexible, he has some areas he's tight, as we are going to discuss today. So, okay, so if he uses from his salary, money, the same thing we explained, please refer back, because I just want to connect this ruling with the ruling today. Okay, so ruling to today's ruling, focus with me. Let me give you a heads up. So if you have business, let's categorize it into 3 categories. Make this Venn drawings in your mind. Okay, I forgot to make Venn drawings here today. So either you have capital of investment, which is, and you have one business. That, okay, everybody agrees that you can recover the losses. Say this Sistani says you can recover the losses, even if it's in the beginning it was loss and then later it was gains, profits. That we discussed in our last session, which I just reminded you, was one business, okay? One business you have, there are profit and loss and profit. It's one business totally. Today we are going to talk about capital of investment, okay? But you do business with a variety of items. You do business with the same family, food stuff, but there are times you deal business with the sugar. There are times you do business with the same capital of investment, barley, wheat, okay? So this is the second category. The third category is that you do business where there are 2 different businesses. There are 2 different areas. Like one is agriculture, one is what they say, factory, car factory. So you have a car factory, and so there you have 2 businesses. You have distributed your capital of investment in 2 different businesses. Let's come back. Number 1, business, one management. You have different places, but management is one. Investment is one. Capital of investment is one. Everything is one. So that was last week's ruling. Today, we are going to discuss what if I had 2 managements. I have one business, but 2 managements. Like I have, the first one, you are also dealing with sugar, food stuff, but the management is one. Here you are dealing with food stuff, but the management is different. For barley, you have a different management team, different budget, different, everything is isolated. For sugar, for rice, everything. So you are dealing with food stuff, one category, but the management is different. Here, Sayyidi Sistani says, on the basis of obligatory precaution, you have to pay. You cannot recover the losses of one management to patch up and take the gains of another management. On the basis of obligatory precaution, focus this word, obligatory precaution. Okay, so you have different management. The third one, not just different management, different businesses. And obviously, if you have car factory and if you have farm, you will obviously have different managing system. Okay, so you can't put one management and the same management deals with, unless if the businesses were small. So we are talking about one management, multiple management. So these 3 bifurcations, we can make it basically 2 bifurcations because of the similarity of the rulings. So one area, this drawing, make your drawing in your mind and make a circle here, make a circle here. Put in this circle, one management. Put in this circle, multiple management. So multiple management could be food product. Rice has a department, that has a department. Or no, totally different businesses, which has different management. Here, the management is one, budget is one, everything is one, accounting is one. So these are the two areas we are going to focus. One management, one type of product like food products, say this instance that you can recover losses. Various management, different management, okay? Whether the same food product but different items, different management, or no, totally. Here, say this Sistani says, on the basis of obligatory precaution, you can't recover the losses of one management from the gains of another management, other management, okay, another. So you can't, if you lost in agriculture, you can bring your capital of investment, top up your capital of investment from the gains of the what to say, farming, agriculture, from your car factory. Your car factory got gains. Your capital of investment became less in farming. Rain did not fall, it was drought, whatsoever, you gained loss. So here, what will we say? Say these instances on the basis of obligatory procurement. Even say al-Khoi, you can't bring this money to this and top up your capital of investment and then pay the khums of extra. No. He says, no, that is different management. This is loss. Unfortunately, what can we do? Inshallah, as long as you're a khums payer, it's a time of test and trial you'll get. However, there's a good news. So I have this, this is a rules of khums. My teacher, Ayatollah Sheikh Ali Dehnin, may Allah extend his life. He's a student of Sayyid al-Khouy, student of Sayyid Sistani, Damadullah. He was like expert in khums. He gave us khums masail, we learned from him. So he has made a book, Comparative Khums, between Sayyid al-Khouy, Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id, and Sayyid Sistani. So in his comparative book, he mentions this ruling about different management. Say this is on the basis of obligatory precaution. He says that Sheikh al-Khurasani, Sheikh Wa'id al-Khurasani, okay, so Sayyid al-Khoui's follower and Sayyid Sistani's follower, because they both have obligatory precaution not to recover from different managements. He says they can refer to Sayyid al-Hakim, Najaf al-Ashraf, or Sheikh Wa'id al-Khurasani in Qum, in this ihtiyar. Why? Because Sayyid al-Hakim, he says you can recover. Even if the management is different, you can recover, Sayyid al-Hakim says. And Sheikh al-Wahid al-Khurasani, I have Sheikh al-Wahid al-Khurasani, he made comment on Sayyid al-Khoui's, this Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani, he made comments on the ruling of Sayyid al-Khou'i. So he said here, al-aqwa huwa al-jabr, most strongest opinion to me is you can recover if the managements were different and if the businesses were different. Okay, so he says that, where did this go? Ruling number 1, 2, 3, 4 in his Minhaj al-Salihin. In his Minhaj al-Salihin, he says, إذا كان له نوعان من التكسب. If he had two different types of earning income, sources of income, كالتجارة والزراعة, like business and agriculture. فربح في أحدهما, he gained profit in one. وخسر في الآخر, and he gained losses in another. So he said that الأقوى هو الجبر. الأقوى هو الجبر. So a most strongest opinion to me is you can, jabr means recovering the losses. So this is Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani is his book of law. And then about Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id, it is in book of law. He says capital of investment should be one. Okay, that even if you have different managements, initially the capital of investment is one. So what happens? Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim here, also in the same ruling, this is a book where we have comment on Minhaj al-Salihin of Sayyid al-Khuwi, Sayyid al-Khumaini, Sayyid al-Sistani, Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim, and Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani. So in this, they mention that Sayyid al-Hakim says, الظاهر جبر الربح. So this is number 2. الظاهر جبر الربح للخسارة الخارجية عن المكسب. Even if it was outside some other wealth, so you can patch up, you can recover. And so that was Sayyid al-Hakim. And Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani, al-aqwa huwa al-jabr. Most strongest opinion to me is Jabr, Minhaj al-Salihin of the scholars. So now you know that if you are a businessman and you have a different variety of businesses, and if you gained in one business and you had a loss in other business, and you had Khums paid capital of investment. See, this is the benefit of Khums paid capital of investment. The Sharia allows you to recover. So Sayyid Sistani says, I don't have any evidence to even Sayyid al-Khuwi, but I'm using precaution. He says, I don't have any evidence, to be frank with you guys. Just I'm hesitating to recover from different managements. So Sayyid Sa'id al-Hakim, Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani, they say we allow you to, because since there is no evidence, so we take the responsibility. So my teacher Sheikh Khalid Dehni says you can refer to Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani or Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim in this ruling, because they are from the top alam of the scholars. So you can refer to them and you can recover. So from agriculture to business. So this was just like a side thing, a practical thing for business owners. So let's read the ruling and finish the session today. He says, Sayyid Sistani Damadullah, إذا وزع رأس ماله على تجارات متعددة, if he distributes or divides, or divides his capital of investment, Khums paid capital of investment. Sistani has Khums paid. Say this is Sistani stuff. Some other Maraja, they have some flexibility in capital of investment. But for Sayyid al-Sistani, he is very strict on this capital of investment. So your capital of investment is Khums paid. You are king. You have a lot of privileges. You see, like in many countries where if you are a taxpayer, you pay tax, then you can also recover your losses, not entirely, partially from your tax paid. You can recover your expenses you did to for your income, your traveling costs, your traveling goes. When I was in United States, I was allowed to make some exemptions from my tax, but obviously they will not return. But Sayyid Sistani and our Maraja, they tell you can recover all if your capital of investment went down, you can recover it, okay, from your profit. So before paying the tax, before paying the khums of your profit, check, did you go down? Did you pay your bills, everything? So basically check, is your capital of investment at the end of the year as you started or not? If it's high, you pay the khums of high. If it is same amount, calculate everything in your shop, and as we mentioned. So he says that if a person distributes his capital of investment on several business items, so he purchased with some wheat and with some sugar and with some, so he gained in wheat and he lost in sugar, for example. فخسر في أحدهما, he had lost in one of them. وربح في الآخر, and he gains profits from other. جاز جبر الخسارة, جاز جبر الخسارة بر. So it would be permissible for him to patch up his, to recover his losses from the gains. نعم, however, إذا تمايزت التجارات, if the businesses were different in a way that the administration was different. So this ruling was what? Administration is one. So you can recover. جاز جبر الخسارة بالربح. So this is number one. The administration is one. Now, نعم إذا تمايزت التجارات, the businesses are distinguished. فيما يرتبط بشؤون التجارة, which everything which is related to the business is totally independent. Two separate managements. من رأس المال, two separate capital of investment. والحسابات, and accounting. So by the way, Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim says you cannot make two separate. You are one, your capital of investment was one, you have distributed your capital of investment. You cannot say you have a separate capital of investment for this, separate. You say part of your capital. See the wording, the difference of wording. So that's why he said your capital of investment is one. So you can patch up, you can recover this from this because you are one, your capital of investment is one. So this is the common point which Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim has it. But Sayyid Sistani says no. Rasmal, like capital of investment of this sugar is different than barley or wheat. Accounting, wal hisabat are different. Wal arbah, the profits, gains are different. Losses are different. Wanahwe. So you have separated everything. So when you have separated it, فَفِي جَوَازِ الْجَبْرِ إِشْكَالٍ. Therefore, in recovering the losses of one with gains of other, two different managements, is problematic. He doesn't say he doesn't give fatwa. He says I find it difficult to give a fatwa and say no, you can recover this from this. Well, أحوط لزوما عدم الجبر, on the basis of obligatory precaution. See, I made it a highlight, bolded it. Obligatory precaution. So it's not a fatwa. So there is a flexibility to refer to another marja. One should not do such recovery. And at the end, I have written, Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani, Sayyid Hakim allows recovering from multiple businesses. Okay? So multiple managements. ففي جواز الجبر إشكال والأحوط لزوم عدم الجبر. وكذا الحال فيما إذا كان له نوعان من التكسب. Similar ruling will apply if he has two different types of source of earning. Okay, two different types of businesses in nature. One is business, buying and selling, import, export. One is agriculture, farming. فربح في أحدهما, he gained profits in one. وخسر في الآخر, he gained losses in another. فإنه لا تجبر الخسارة. Sayyid Sistan says, on the basis of obligatory precaution, you cannot recover the losses of one business from the gains of another business. So whether you have multiple businesses or multiple managements, it doesn't matter. Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim, he says, the whole thing is one. You are one. This is your wealth. It's not someone else's wealth. But Sayyid Sistani says, no, yes, it's your wealth, but you have separated the capital of investment. So you have separated it. So you don't separate, keep one management, one business, one accounting guy. He does your accounting for this, he does your accounting for the agriculture, he does your accounting for farmer. You see, you have one accounting system, one management, then there is no problem. But if you separate, then there is a problem. Or you separate the businesses totally, then there is a problem with Sayyid Sistani. In any ways, if you are facing this issue, then you can refer to Sheikh Wahid al-Khurasani or Sheikh Sayyid Muhammad Sa'id al-Hakim in this ruling, and then you can recover and bring your capital of investment to how it was after it lost from in one business from other business. Ruling number 1235. إذا تلف بعض أمواله مما ليس من مال التكسب ولا من مؤونته. Okay. Now, let's say you are earning salary. You have business and you are earning salary. So you got loss in your salary, okay? You can't patch up from your business and say, oh, let me, my salary. No. Why? Remember, your capital of investment is khums paid. Your salary, you don't pay the khums unless at the end of the year. Okay? So that is a difference. Khums paid, not khums paid. To be khums at the end of the year. So إذا تلف بعض أموالي مما ليس من مال التكسب. Or you had earnings from other like areas. You had some money. Somebody gave you a gift. So it was not from the capital of investment. So it's not from the capital of investment. ولا من مؤونتي. And neither it is used to gain income. So this money is stagnant, lying in the bank. Somehow you got it, a gift, you got it. Somehow you saved your money from the past, whatsoever. And this was assumingly not khums paid. So it's not a capital of investment, and neither it is used to earn income, and it got lost. So you can't bring the gains of the capital gains of business and patch this, and business capital of investment comes how it started. So we can't say there's no khums on it. No, you have to pay the khums of the interest or profits you got from the above the capital of investment in your business. So you have to pay you can't say, no, I covered my money that you can't. So لم تجبر من ليست من مال التكسب ولا من مؤونته. لم تجبر من أرباح سنة التلف. لا تستثنى منها قيمة التالف قبل إخراج خمسها. First pay the khums of that business gains and then patch up this. Okay? You can't, before you pay the khums of it, patch up. So أي لا تستثنى منها. So you are not excluded. That should not be excluded from your gains من أرباح سنة التلف. Gains of the year of the loss. So your private wealth got lost and capital of investment got gains in the same year. You cannot do like that. You cannot exclude from the gains the amount you need to patch up your loss on other wealth before paying the khums of it. قبل إخراج خمسها. So first pay the khums and then patch up recover your losses for the money which is not for investment and it is not khums paid. Last one. Ruling number 1236. إذا انهدمت دار سكناه. If his house, okay, this is another practical thing. What about my house? If my house got damaged, like many people, they get flood, they get tornado, they get hurricane. God forbid you are living in that area. Like in the United States now, we have this hurricane season, okay, so in summer. So we have tornadoes and hurricanes and storms and all those kind of things are happening, and lightning. So the house got destroyed, house of living necessity. أو تلف بعض أمواله مما هو من مؤونته. Okay, or some of your wealth got deteriorated. You had sofa. You sat on the sofa, and it broke. Some of our youth, when they sit on the sofas, they just want to jump on the sofa. And maybe it was a garib and bicharo, some poor guy. You went in his house and he sat on the sofa. And some sofas, they have this wooden sticks on the old school sofa. So crack, he became like sitting in the toilet seat. So the sofa got cracked and he became down. His rear became down inside the sofa. So now, yes, it was funny, but that guy got a loss. For him, this chair was like for even $10, $20 he purchased from secondhand or wherever. That $20 is too much for that guy. and congratulations, you broke it. So kindly, whenever you go visit people, don't sit like when people are tired, they just are looking where to sit, and they made some pranks. You see, they brought a sofa and they filled with water inside, and then they covered it. So this guy comes tired and he sat all the way inside the water. Those pranks are not good, by the way. Shar'an, there is a problem because you're hurting people. So whenever you prank and you hurt people and then you laugh, I don't think so. That's funny. I put myself in that position. That would it be funny if I was in that position and I was like splashed and everything? Could be and could be not. I don't think so. It would be funny. So for me, I don't think so. Those pranks are good, but maybe you might have a different opinion. Anyhow, let's come back to the time is finished, and let me finish this. So your personal belongings got deteriorated, damaged. Your furniture, your clothing, your car, whatever you need. So your necessities of life, your needs of life. Okay. So ونحو ذلك لم تجبر أيضا من أرباح سنة التلف. So you can't say, okay, I bought this sofa for 100 kroners or 100 euros. Okay, let me at the end of the year, you saw, okay, my sofa broke, my fridge broke, my this broke, my that broke. So you say my fridge got this much, and so total your losses were losses of the furniture, your house got damaged. All these losses were about, let's say, 1,000 euro. Okay, and at the end of the year, from your income, salary, or business whatsoever, you had gains of about 2,000 euro. So am I allowed to exempt 1,000 for these losses, personal losses I got from the needs of necessities of my life? So we will ask you, did you purchase it from Khums paid money, or you purchase it from your income before you pay the Khums of it? Because you can purchase these items. You are exempt. These are necessities of the life. These are the living expenses. So you are exempt from them. So that means it was not Khums paid. It was not Khums paid. So I can't recover it. I can't recover the money which I purchased furniture, and it got damaged. I can't say at the end of the year 1,000 euros or 1,000 kroners is exempt, because these are the losses I gained on my furniture and this and that. And then 1,000 are my extra. You gain 2,000. 1,000, you said, let me recover my losses. He said, you can't. Say this is لم تجبر أيضا من أرباح سنة التلف. You cannot recover that money. Remember this money. But this was my necessities. Yeah, but you cannot recover and say this is Khums exempt. However, you can buy, and that will become exempt. Because buying things for necessities, because if you want to just save the money, then you are not in need of that money. That sofa, you don't need it. So that's why you're not buying it. So it says, Naam, if you are going to buy, then yes, you can buy sofa, you can buy the furniture, what got damaged, you can fix the furniture, you can fix the house. That is from your monthly income and living expenses. But not to recover that amount of money and keep it aside, saying that, no, this is my losses. No, that happens in business income, which the capital of investment is Khums paid. Here, you don't have, you're enjoying Khums free money, buying your needs and necessities of life. At the end of the year, you're paying the Khums. Did you get the difference between business? Why in business I can recover? Because you have a Khums paid money, and we said Khums paid monies are privileges. Here, no, you are taking things as granted. You're using Khums free money for your living expenses, for your needs and necessities, not for extravagant, okay, not for waste, for, as we mentioned in one of the sessions. So you're using it for your needs. So as long as you're, so you can't exempt that money from your profits. So yes, it says, Naam yajuzu lahu. However, if أن يعمر منها داره. You can spend from your income, comes free money, your house which was got damaged, and ويشتري مثل ما تلف, and you can buy your furniture also, whatever got damaged from your furniture which you need. احتاج إليه حاجة احتاج فيما بقي من السنة. In the remaining of the year, you need it. But let's say before your comes payday, your sofa broke. So obviously you're not going to need now, for one day you can survive without a sofa. Unless if you had a back problems and so immediately you have to go and buy the sofa, then yes, you can get that money, go buy the sofa. Otherwise, if you're going to buy tomorrow, which is your new year, so you can buy it from the new year's income. But this money, you have to pay the khums of all your income. ويكون ذلك من الصرف. So if the year is remaining and you really need those items, you need to purchase them, then those are khums exempt. You don't have to pay the khums of it. You can immediately purchase them from your income. Those are khums free money. ويكون ذلك من الصرف في المؤونة, and that expenses are going to be from the living expenses which are exempt المستثنات من الخمس. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين.
صلي على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على